Hey, fourth graders, so we've worked on finding equivalent fractions and comparing fractions and adding and subtracting fractions and mixed numbers, and now what we're going to work on is multiplying with fractions. Now we do just very little with multiplying in fractions this year. You're going to do a lot more next year when you get up to fifth grade, but let's think about what multiplication is. Remember, multiplication is the same thing as repeated addition, where we are combining equal-sized groups of things together. Okay, so remember when you very first learned about multiplication with whole numbers, right? You learned that 2 times 3 is the same thing as 2 plus 2 plus 2, right? You learned that 4 times 5 is the same thing as 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, all right? That doesn't change when the numbers change into fractions. So if I have 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6, sorry, they're sticking together, right? I have 1/6, 1/6, 1/6, 1/6. I'm adding that together. 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6 equals 4/6. Well, I could also do, let me write this down so you guys can see it. So I have 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6 equals 4/6. I could also do, how many times do I have this 1/6 here? I have it there 4 times, times 1/6. And that also equals 4/6. So when I'm taking a unit fraction and I'm multiplying it by a whole number, what do you see? My whole number from my multiplication becomes the new whole number over the fraction. Let's look at another example. Let's see if that happens again. All right, let's look at ninths. All right, if I have 1/9 plus 1/9 plus 1/9 plus 1/9 plus 1/9, all right, I have, let me write this down again, 1/9 plus 1/9 plus 1/9 plus 1/9 plus 1/9, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 5/9. I have 5/9. All right. Well, how many of these do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? And so now all I'm going to do, that equals 5/9. My repeated addition and my multiplication are related to each other. And so what makes it really cool is you can actually fill in parts of an equation just with this simple knowledge, all right? If I'm multiplying a whole number by a unit fraction, that whole number is going to become the new numerator for the fraction every single time. So I could have something that looks like, you know, blank times 1/6 equals 7/6. Okay, don't worry about the fact that this fraction is greater than 1, because right now we don't need to be bothered with that. Blank times 1/6 equals 7/6. Well, how many times am I going to have this 1/6 to get 7/6? I'm going to have it 7 times, right? If I have 1/6, this 1/6 thing, sorry, they're sticking together today. Ah! And now I'm dropping them. All right, here we go. We have our 1/6. If we have this 7 times, 7 of those, that's going to equal 7/6, right? So that makes it really easy. And you can kind of start seeing how we multiply fractions and whole numbers, okay? So you may be thinking, well, when I multiply, then the answer gets bigger, and that's usually true. But with fractions, it's a little bit different, because remember, we're talking about parts of wholes. So if I have 7 times 1/6, that means I have 1/6 7 times. Okay, so that's not going to be an answer bigger than 7, because I'm starting with something that's really small, all right? And again, using your fraction strips to help you represent this is going to be really helpful in moving forward, okay? So again, this is a super short video, but basically all you're doing in this whole lesson is thinking about, if I have a whole number, whatever the whole number is, I could have 27, which is not a whole number you're ever going to see, but let's see. 27 times 1/8. All right, that 27 is now going to be my new, I have 27 eighths because I have 1/8 27 times. All right, so use that. Good luck with your lesson. If you have any questions, let us know.